Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Are you ready to go traveling again? The country that I want to take you to today has a flag that looks like this. What an interesting flag. I'm seeing a lot of different shapes and a lot of triangles. It has a black triangle here and then a yellow triangle there. And then it has some green, it has two stripes of white, a chunk of red and a chunk of blue. This flag has so many different colours on it. Do you know whose flag this belongs to? It's quite a long name. This is the flag of South Africa. The South African flag. If we were to have a look at South Africa on a map, it would be down here, this white chunk here. South Africa is at the bottom of the African continent. Makes sense. South Africa, the country that is the south of Africa. Now in South Africa, they speak a lot of different languages. In fact, they probably have the most languages in one country. So the language that we're going to use today is the Zulu language. The Zulu language is spoken by a lot of people in South Africa. It's probably the most common. So we'll use that one today. If we want to say hello in Zulu, we have to say soyabona. Soyabona. Hello everyone, soyabona. Now in South Africa, there's many different places that we should visit. The first place we should visit is a place called the Big Hole. Now this is a very big hole in the ground, but it wasn't made by the earth, and it wasn't made by a volcano. This was made by people. In South Africa, there's lots and lots of natural treasure under the ground. There's lots of diamonds, and people mine up those diamonds. So they dig deep to find all of those diamonds. Now, normally when we're in the sandpit looking for our own treasure, we dig quite a little hole. This is a huge hole. If you have a look here, these are trees. So if that's a big tree, and that's the hole, that must have taken a very long time. In fact, the hole goes even deeper than this, because you can't see how deep it goes, because it's actually starting to fill up with water. The next place to visit is a monument. Now, if you have a look at this monument here, you can see that there's almost a bit of a face. This is a monument to Nelson Mandela. He was a very famous person. He was famous for making sure that everyone living in South Africa had the same rights and were respected. Because a long time ago, there wasn't a lot of respect between different people. But people like Nelson Mandela helped everyone to respect one another, to be kind to one another, and to help everyone realise that we're all equal. We treat everyone with respect. We treat everyone with our manners. We're happy, we're kind, we're caring. So this is a monument to say thank you to a person called Nelson Mandela. Now, there's not just interesting places to visit in South Africa, there's also interesting food. The first interesting food that I want to show you today is called bobodi. Now, bobodi is a little bit like shepherd's pie, if you've ever had shepherd's pie. It's got mincemeat in the bottom, and on top is baked egg. Sounds interesting. I might need to try some bobodi. They also have a dish called chakalaka. This is chakalaka here. Now, chakalaka sounds like a funny name, but it's actually a very delicious lunch, or an even more delicious dinner. Chakalaka is all vegetables. It's a vegetarian dish, but it has so many spices and so many flavours that it makes all those vegetables taste delicious. We should definitely try some chakalaka when we're back at kinder. It's probably something we can make pretty easily. We just cut up lots of different vegetables, mix them all together in a pot or a pan, and put lots of different spices and flavours on. So let's go over what we looked at today. We saw the South African flag, which has black, yellow, green, white, blue, and red. So many colours. We also saw where South Africa is on the map. The South African country is at the south of the African continent. Makes sense. We looked at the Big Hole, which was a place where people mined for treasure. Lots and lots of diamonds were dug out of this hole. And we also looked at the monument to someone called Nelson Mandela. He was very, very important in helping to make sure that everyone was treated with respect, kindness, and that we cared for one another. We also looked at a yummy dish called babodi and a yummy vegetarian dish called chakalaka. We learned the Zulu word for hello, which was soyabana. But now we need to learn the Zulu word for goodbye. And the Zulu word for goodbye is hamba kali. Hamba kali. Goodbye, everyone. Hamba kali, everyone. Hamba kali. Hamba kali.